South of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Winner. This is Mark Ingram, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
They can't hang with us. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. A gain there of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check out.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check. Cross.
Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check 27.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Here's Watson on the sneak.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, G. Give me 5. Me and you. Give me 4. It's me and you. Max 50. Max 50.
Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. Second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second and 12, Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Alert!
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete to Bolden. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Jackson dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
19.
Mike 50, huh? They're not ready for this, man.
Hey, 24.
For this, they still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
25. Hey, 31. 24.
Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey, check.
Deuce. Right side. Travel.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, open man there is Malone. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Akers takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They toss to Ingram. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each